You are listening to The Guide, entertainment.ie's weekly TV podcast with Fiona Flynn and David O'Shaughnessy.
Hello and welcome to The Guide podcast. We are doing one today to talk about the much anticipated Game of Thrones trailer, which just dropped yesterday.
Yesterday evening.
Yeah, and I think at this point I've probably watched it, well, say realistically about 15 times.
Oh, that's less than me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being
feel slightly
realistic.
better.
I could have exaggerated and said 50, but no, I think I've definitely sat through it a good 15 times at this point. I know I'll watch it a hell of a lot more between now and April 25th when we get to see it. And it was quite revealing, but I think for every question that was answered, there was about 10 more of, what does that mean? Why is that person there?
I mean, were any questions answered?
Well, some of the ones that I guess we already knew the answer to, like say it was Sansa and Reek, like what happened to them after they jumped over the wall. They were alive.
Yeah.
But we kind of knew the answer to that already.
Yeah.
What else was? Well, Jon Snow, of course, lying there.
Well.
Yeah, I kind of, it's funny how the whole opening credits was just, he's gone.
Yeah.
And we're like, we still don't believe you.
Yeah.
Like, they're telling us he's gone, but no. There's something fishy going on there with all the... Throughout, though, that was the main thing they kept coming back to, was like Jon Snow lying there. Then at the very end, there was the whole thing with the... Anyway, we'll get to that.
Let's break it down.
So yeah, I did an article there earlier about the 6 main questions that we have from it. And I suppose we can... That's the best place to start, really. So what was your lingering question when you were watching it?
I was like, is anyone safe? Like,
yeah.
And also, who is going to die? And like, I just think now that it's caught up with the books and we don't know what's going to happen, and it's sort of getting towards the end. Does it kind of feel like there's
I think we're
barreling towards some sort of showdown between...
I would say 2/3 of the way through.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's still a good few years left.
Okay. I'm more like 7/10.
Yeah. No, I'd say they'll go to 10 seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd be surprised
definitely.
if they do. I feel like that's a
No, I think they definitely will.
I don't know. I mean, keep up the momentum.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel now that there's so many lives on the line, and I've unfortunately, because of like casting news and people getting haircuts, we kind of know who's staying in the show and who's not staying in the show.
Yeah, yeah. Well, for now.
For now, so yeah. Obviously, it's spoilers if you're listening to this and haven't caught up with all 5 seasons.
Wait, if you haven't caught up with all 5 seasons,
why were you watching the
why
season 6
are you
trailer?
here? Go away. I hate that. It's just like season 6.
Or if you don't want to hear what we're going to think might happen in the future.
Exactly. We are going to speculate about season 6, but speculate is all it will be.
Yeah.
So the first big question I had was about King's Landing and the Faith Militant, as they're called, and what will Cersei's plan be for them now that she has Frankenstein Clegane beside her.
Well, I think it's interesting now because Jaime's back.
Yeah.
But Cersei is still sort of the head of the Lannister family. Like we don't there's no Tywin still. There's like this vacuum.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Myrcella is dead. Joffrey is dead. Tommen is like in the hands of Marjorie, but now not anymore because she's like locked away. But Tommen's kind of doesn't really do anything.
I think he kind of shied away from the confrontation of dealing with the fact that his mother and his wife were in prison. So I think... there was that scene in the trailer where, now, I don't know if it's just editing, but it looked like it was Tommen kind of coming towards his mother.
So much clever editing in this trailer.
I know, you're like, were they in the same room or was that editing? But it was Tommen kind of coming towards his mother, and she had... So I was like, is that them two coming at each other? As in, like, is she pissed that her son didn't help her out to get out of prison that time?
Oh, I don't think so. I think... At the end of it, I think Cersei's character is that she is a mother overall.
Yeah, this is
like
true.
I've been rewatching it a lot, thanks to Sky Atlantic's beautiful catch-ups every Friday, and it really comes down to the fact, like even like Joffrey, she admits like he's a monster, admitted he was a monster, but still loved him and protected him no matter what. Like
so
she's a mother. First and foremost, she is a mother. She's a mother, then she's a Lannister, and then she's a queen / queen regent.
I think first and foremost she's evil, then she's a mother.
I don't think Cersei is evil.
I don't know.
Like you would have called Jaime evil in the first season, but now
how would you say she's not evil? She's more like power hungry, I suppose, and like she's not necessarily bad to the bone. She has a few redeeming moments.
I think she's ruthless.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so what will happen?
I don't think... I was initially thinking that maybe they will later on in the series. They'd have to get revenge on Dorne and the Martells.
They're going to get revenge on the Martells. I also think Cersei's going to go after the... who are the... I just had them.
Faith
Tyrells. No, the Tyrells.
Oh,
the Tyrells?
Tyrell, yeah.
Because I think Marjorie's going to have to do a deal to get out of there.
Yeah.
And I think Loras is... Because she does not want to marry him. That was the whole reason she set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
And something's going to happen there. He's gone.
I think Marjorie's going to get on board with the fake militant, and she'll do whatever it takes
to get out.
Yeah, as in because there's that scene in the trailer where you see her putting her hand out to the guy that's the head of the fake militant. His name's got out of my head. But so I think what she'll realize,
High Sparrow.
Yeah, High Sparrow. She's like very, very smart, so she knows that the only way forward is if you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah.
So I think she's going to get on board a fake militant, but where that's all going to go, if it's going to be some sort of showdown, then with like Cersei
inside King's Landing.
Marjorie, or. But yeah, King's Landing. I mean, I suppose it's kind of like the first big thing that they were showing, but it's not one of my major questions. It's okay, just play music in the background.
It's atmospheric.
Sorry, we'll just get Dave to edit that out. It's fine. So, and then we had Daenerys. God, it's so funny. Even saying their names now, it feels so long since I've talked about them. Daenerys, yeah. It's like they're not in the tip of my tongue anymore. She's alive and well.
How dare you?
I know.
You're not talking about it every week.
Well, I will be soon. She's alive and well, but she's with the Dothraki.
Yeah.
I was wondering about this. She was pretty much, Mrs. Dothraki. So are they not?
Well, Khal Drogo was alive, but when Khal Drogo died,
okay, right. So
they would think there's a thing. See, again, because I've been rewatching it, it's like they always follow the strongest leader. Okay. So they would have always after the most successful and powerful warrior of the Dothraki.
There's no that's our mate's widow. She's all right.
No, I think it'd be a case of can we use her and her dragons to make the Dothraki great, or how is she going to get out of this one without getting killed?
Yeah.
That's the thing that she's like...
Jorah the Explorer.
Jorah the Explorer. And what does the other guy's name?
Oh, I can't remember his name. His road trip buddy. Looks like he's going to find her as well, so that'll be great. Maybe she'll finally give him the time of day then.
I know, but remember, he's got grayscale. He's biting the dust soon.
Oh, yeah.
So
there's so many little things like that you forget.
He's on a suicide mission, so I have a feeling he'll die getting her back.
Oh, he will?
Yeah. Totally.
That'll be it.
Sorry, I'm spoiling the entire season for her. Yeah.
And then she'll forgive him.
Not even, because she can't touch him because of the grayscale.
Oh, okay. Well, she'll just be like, goodbye.
He'll do something to stop her getting killed.
And she'll tell him that she loves him, but she won't really mean it, but she'll mean it like in a friend way.
What's she mean? You're dying.
Friend zoned to the moment he dies.
I love you. Yeah. And I think I hope it doesn't go this way, but I have a feeling that it's Daenerys is going to unite the Dothraki and those cities she's conquered and all the slaves, and then own that part of the world. But I feel like it's a bit obvious, so I kind of feel like...
Is it that? I suppose now that you say it, it seems like a good way for her to go, but...
Yeah. I just wanted to hurry up and get across the sea with her dragons and start kicking ass.
Yeah.
If shit's going to go down in King's Landing, I kind of feel like what a time for Daenerys to arrive on her dragons when the Faith Militant are fighting the Lannisters, and there's a child king, and then she's just there on a dragon being like, sup, bitches.
Yeah, sup.
Drogon. Me and my dragons.
Drogon gonna Drogon. I actually can't wait for that. And it is obviously all building towards those dragons and Daenerys, and it all being some massive showdown in season 10.
Of course, Varys and Tyrion are in
Meereen,
still leading that, so I don't know how they're going to get back there or what they're going to do. Actually, I don't know what the hell they're going to do, because Daenerys is gone. They try and run a city.
Yeah. I don't know. There was some shot in the trailer as well of something, and I think it was like a window being broken through, but that looked like it was in Meereen, so obviously they're not controlling things. And then, that brings us, there's also another shot, again, clever editing, where it kind of looks like Sansa and Tyrion are talking to one another, but they're not. They're definitely not, yeah. That's like
their worlds
5 kingdoms apart.
Yeah. They're technically still married. Or is that dissolved? I can't remember.
Oh my god, yeah.
See, all these nuggets.
No, she married Bolton since, so...
Oh, it must be, yes. So now she's like,
So is she like a...
Then I think it must have been when he killed his father, they dissolved the marriage or something, or when she went to fugitive. I don't know.
Who knows?
But basically, I think she is married to a Bolton now. She's like Bolton Stark. But now she's on the run. But basically, we know that... Well, we hope we know that Theon gets away and she gets away. It looks like they've gotten away. They survived that jump, and they're...
I was making the assumption because she looked so strong in that trailer, and she looked like, she was kind of definitely not backtrapped in the Boltons again.
Yeah.
Whereas it doesn't look like it worked out so well for Reek, who is seen being captured by the Boltons.
Yeah.
So,
unless, there is, this is again breaking in the trailer, there's a bit where Brienne is killing people in a northern woods.
Yes.
And Reek is running through a northern woods, and Sansa's also running through a woods. So I have a feeling Brienne's going to save Sansa finally.
Yeah.
After abandoning that stupid window and not looking for the candle.
Yeah.
She's going to come back. She's killed Stannis. She's going to come back, realise
candle, of course,
that Sansa's gone, or see the candle, or just see the madness that's going on.
Yeah.
Through some way. And then
no, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And she's going to be like,
I've just realised this.
like
yeah, because
balls,
she
the
has
candle.
this loyalty to Caitlin Stark.
Yeah.
Again, all the names. How do we pronounce them again?
So she'll just save Sansa. Who knows what happened to Theon? I mean, does he deserve redemption? I mean,
he doesn't. But he's just at this point now. It's like he's just been through so much, you know.
I mean, ship him back to the Iron Isles, like.
I think he'll never be fully redeemed, but I don't know. It is getting a bit boring being like, okay, people are trampling all over poor Theon again, you know. So I don't know. Something needs to happen, but it could be his sister. Maybe he'll get back to what are they called? The Iron Islands where he's from. And there's definitely a lot of shots in that in the trailer, so we know they're going to come back into it in a big way. So yeah, I really just hope Sansa's okay and that this is the season where things actually start going right for her, because
she has been shot on since season 1.
and she hasn't done a thing wrong.
Yeah.
Not like
literally,
Reed's
it's funny watching it back, and there's a bit where she finds out she's going to have to marry Tyrion.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is my first time to King's Landing and I haven't left since. Like, she literally didn't leave Winterfell until the start of the show.
Yeah.
Got dumped in King's Landing. All the shit happened to her.
Yeah.
Then she got shipped off with, what's his name, Littlefinger.
Yeah.
And then got married off to Bolt, and even worse things happened to her.
Yeah.
And
like,
now she's back in Winterfell, like, and it's like...
Yeah, just when you think it can't get any worse. But now, again, she also knows her brothers are alive, Rickon and Bran.
Yeah, so she's something to live for.
Yeah, exactly.
And she thinks, as far as she's aware, Jon is still alive?
As far as she'd know, yeah. Well, Jon is still alive, Dave.
Jon will be back.
Jon will be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose maybe the next one maybe could be Bran, considering we just brought him up, that has now definitely gone through puberty, gotten a new haircut. And
Crazy things happen north of the wall. Time passes. And it kind of looks as that really, really brief shot at the end of the trailer that he's with the White Walkers, but again, we can only assume that has to be one of his visions, like the Raven and everything that went beforehand.
Yeah, because he's standing up and, you know,
chilling with the
just like
king of the...
just like they're just shooting the breeze, checking out the view. So I'd assume, but then that's also interesting down the line, as in if he's having visions of the White Walkers, we could end up finding a lot more about
them,
and where they initially came from, and you know their weaknesses and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, and what they're planning.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kill everyone,
taking over the world, or the Seven Kingdoms. And so I have no idea, but I know Bran's going to be back in it in a big way. So we'll see. That then. Oh yeah. There's another one before we get to Jon Snow. What did you think about the whole young Ned Stark thing?
Definitely. I didn't actually cop the young Ned Stark thing. I caught because I'm a nerd, and I watched it in slow motion 3 times. The sigil. The sigil, the Targaryen symbol on the mail of the guys fighting what looked like Northerners. Again, like what Arya kind of wears all the time, and what Ned Stark wore. So we're definitely getting flashbacks to Robert's Rebellion and all the shit that went down there. And that was probably, if not just a Targaryen soldier, was Rhaegar Targaryen. He's doing 2-sword shit, and I feel like that's very accomplished knight stuff, and he's known as an accomplished knight.
That's a good point. So I'm
feeling we're going to get to the bottom of, you know, what really happened to Lyanna Stark, and
finally
what Ned's took to the grave, if he took anything to the grave with him, what secrets he took with him.
Because the whole theory is, I guess, for people who don't follow the theories, is that Jon Snow is actually the baby of Ned Stark's sister, Lyanna, and it's Lyanna, isn't it?
Lyanna.
Yeah, and Rhaegar Targaryen.
Yeah.
So
technically a Targaryen.
Technically, he'd be the combination of ice and fire,
and also next in line to the throne, he would suppose
claimed the throne anyway. I suppose he would be next.
Yeah.
And there was, I think, initially said at the start of Game of Thrones that they were never going to indulge in flashbacks or anything. But then
they did it last season.
Yeah, they did it last season when we saw like a young Cersei and that witch lady who said all your children would die, which is kind of panning out.
Whereas like in Tommen, it's not looking good for
it's not looking good for Tommen either. So, but this looks like it's going to be a proper, full-on flashback, and I wonder will they do it again, like in the opening sequence of
I'd say they will.
1.
I have a feeling they'll just start in this thing, and it will cut to,
because it's the only way to kind of do it that won't be jarring.
I just saw it in my head. They'll open with this thing, and we won't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then someone will mention Ned by name and be like, "You can't tell," or something like that, and it'll cut to, like, it'll be the baby.
Yes.
It'll be baby Jon Snow, and it'll cut to Jon Snow's dead body.
Yes. Oh my god, that's it. That is how it'll go. I've just seen it. Yeah. Like that's literally how it'll go, and then we'll see that Jon Snow is dead, and
then everything that happens with him.
Yes, which leads us on to the. It's so funny. Like I feel at this point, I don't know what I'm going to do if Jon Snow remains dead. Like, I won't know what to believe. I'll lose my faith in TV and humanity. But I just, again, we see his body so much, and you know that something happens at the end there with Sir Davos, who's the character that Link Cunningham plays, and he implies that, you know, you're going to, I don't know, how does he say it? I have it written down here. You don't normally.
I've never been much of a fighter. Apologies for what you're about to see.
And it looks like he's in a room with the men of the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, it kind of looks like he's going for Jon Snow's head, but I think he's actually protecting Jon Snow.
Possibly, yeah.
And that they're in there to try to burn his body so that, you know, inevitably everyone's
Get his body. There's a shot earlier in the trailer which shows the Night's Watch breaking down a door.
Yeah.
And it's your man, the evil one, Sir Alistair, whatever his name is.
the horrible guy.
Thorne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clues in the title.
He has to get like his comeuppance.
He
like,
really will
royally
soon.
Hopefully, like smushed by something.
Yeah, definitely. The most grotesque death yet.
Yeah.
So
what we're thinking is that
Melisandre is so disillusioned when she realizes that everything has worked out so badly with Stannis and that he wasn't the chosen one and all this type of thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm hoping to happen is what everyone has been predicting that will happen, is that she will realize that Jon Snow is somehow key to it all in some vision, maybe, God knows how it will happen, and that she gets Davos on board and they try and resurrect Jon Snow.
Well, there's all that blood in the snow, and there's so much in the show about King's blood and her use of King's blood. I have a feeling that like she'll touch the blood and see a vision and realize that she has to do something, and has to try and convince Sir Davos, even though he doesn't like her very much, but they'll have to be united in their grief over Stannis and the loss of that army, and be wondering what their call should be next. That they just rally behind this guy, because what else do they have to rally behind? And the alternative is like the Night's Watch being the evil bastards that they are, and then just surrendering to the crazy White Walkers, taking over and killing everything.
There's also a shot in it that I saw where there's a fight scene, but you have to really pause it, and it kind of looks like it's Jon Snow on a horse somewhere.
But it could just be like a medium-length haired gentleman on a horse.
Exactly, yeah. So I didn't even put that in the article because I was like, this is just way too speculative, like clutching on straws much. Yeah. So, but then there has also been rumours that he was seen filming around that huge battle scene that happened
in garb that was not his own.
That he was hanging around for that part. And he has admitted that he did come back to film the dead body scenes, which...
Well, he must have known he could say that because they're going to make a trailer out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's true, because he only said that like last week, a few days ago.
Yeah.
God,
they coached him well.
They coached him well.
He's going to be such a relief. And he's like, yes, sorry, I was alive all the time. Yeah, but then the line's going to be like, I was dead.
Yeah.
And then I was reanimated.
Yeah. Because that's it. Every time they go like, oh no, Jon Snow's definitely, he's dead. It's like, we know that.
When the story resumes, he is dead.
Yeah.
But is he coming back?
Exactly. Yeah. Is he coming back? And what will happen to him if he does come back?
Yeah.
That's for another podcast. Maybe he could like go hang out with Daenerys for a while. I definitely think he'd get on really well with one of those dragons. So
I have a feeling he's going to have enough to deal with in the north between White Walkers.
I know.
Beyond the Wall and the Boltons.
I do think, if he does come back, he will be key to the whole what I'm imagining. I only assume that Game of Thrones, whenever the day comes when it does finish, is going to be this ultimate battle between the White Walkers and everyone reunited on the other side of the wall. That's what I'm picturing. And I'm picturing
with dragons,
yeah. And they're going to need 3 people to fly those dragons, which is the whole theory of...
Well, I don't think you need people to fly the dragons. The dragons seem to do pretty well by themselves, but...
Yeah, but once they can ride the dragons, then they can control what the dragons do. Okay, this has gone into crazy Game of Thrones territory, so maybe we should stop while we're ahead.
Yeah, before we predict seasons 8, 9 and 10.
Exactly.
Or 7, 8, 9 and 10.
What exactly can the dragons do? Okay, that's it. Let us know your own thoughts, or if there's anything that you've seen in the trailer that we didn't spot.
We didn't even talk about Arya.
Oh yeah, she's blind.
She's going to stay blind.
And getting her ass kicked.
Yeah, but also running around Bravos doing badass things.
Yeah, so God, I don't know what's going to happen with her either.
Yeah.
But
she can't die. That's like she won't.
Die. She'll just become a blind ninja fighter or something. Whatever the equivalent is in Westeros. Yeah.
She still has to get her revenge on all her names.
Yeah, exactly. So
I can't wait for that.
She'll be fine. Anyway, that's the buzzer.
On that note, time's up.
Time's up. Okay, thanks for listening.